kick things off here, I'm just going to say a couple of comments to kind of set the stage, and then Aaron and Leslie really are going to handle the bulk of the presentation. But all of you may or may not know that we do an awful lot of urban planning work. And some folks who are part of the urban planning staff that are part of our larger sort of LA urban design planning group interact with you on maybe a relatively frequent basis. And we know that there are others of you here and then in the other offices that really may not interact with our urban planning team much at all. So it occurred to us recently, that it might not be a bad idea to kind of share a little bit of what this group and these folks have the ability to do and how they can help on projects and things like that. So that's a lot of what today is about. We just a couple of more pieces of background information. I mean, as much as the firm has really always done planning work over our 30-plus years or so in business, it was in 1999 that we really kind of formally began to do planning work by hiring somebody who had AICP credentials and really began to chase some larger community planning projects, comp plans and zoning ordinances and things like that. So the kinds of things that we're talking about today have really been going on since about 1999. And you could probably blame or celebrate Tony for that, just depending on how we want to look at that work. But that was a charge he was given, I think, when he came in to the firm, was to develop that body of work. So just a couple of other things to note, I guess, and again, one of the reasons it's probably appropriate to be sharing some of these things today is over the last year, the group has changed quite a bit. We've added a lot of capacity. Leslie Roth, who some of you have met and some of you haven't, but you'll hear a lot from today, is in Chicago. Leslie's an architect, but also does an awful lot of planning work, and so she serves as sort of the head of the group, if you will, from Chicago. And Leslie started in July. And then it might be noteworthy just to comment on Matt Roof. Also, Matt's up in northern Indiana today, kicking off a project, so he's not here. But Matt is an economic development specialist, and that's a very new thing to us, something that we used to have to go out and team with people for all the time on downtown revitalization work. And we finally just decided, why don't we just bring that in and make it part of what we just offer in-house. And we've had a lot of interest generated as a result of that. And then I might just mention that Jackie Turner, who you guys, I think most of you may know, went away for a long weekend in California and then came back to us really just at the beginning of this year and is now in Raleigh. So